All right, here we go. Come on, boy. Yeah.
Well, I showed up on my horse today.
Good boy. Yeah.
Indeed. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the KCHW Morning Show. It is Wednesday, March 11th, and we are here with myself, Chuck Ritchie. We have the ever-lovely Sharon Ludwig in the studio with us. Paula's out today, but we do have a very special guest for the second half of the show. We are welcoming Julia from the Mistequa Casino, or rather the hotel, to talk about an event they have coming up. It is a bridal show that's happening later this month, I believe on the 21st. We're going to hear more about that and some of the plans for that bridal show and talk about the potential for turning Chihuahua into a wedding destination.
I'm not live on Facebook yet.
Yeah, we got up the late stream or the live stream on Facebook a little bit late, so if you're out there, we should be up now, but there's a little bit of a delay, so apologies for that. But we're going to get on with the show.
Okay.
How are you this morning, Sharon?
I am fine, but you know, Paula, a little under the weather. That's the way I was last week, but I traveled anyway.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You feeling better this week?
Oh yeah.
Outstanding. I think there was something going around. I had a little bit of a sniffle and feeling a little chest congestion last week. So
Yeah, I was talking to a couple people yesterday, and somebody said theirs lasted a whole 4 weeks, and somebody else said theirs lasted a couple. Mine has gone on about a month, but I started with, the sinus headache, the earaches, and then finally the cough, and most everything's gone. It just, instead of having all the symptoms at once, I had one at a time. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, mine was only a couple days, but I didn't feel sick. It was just I was kind of wondering if it was that or allergies. So.
Oh yeah, because of this false spring weather we had.
Oh, you know what? Looking at the weather, it might be real spring.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
because we got some warmer weather coming up. Speaking of, let's go ahead and get into the weather report, sponsored by 49 Degrees North Mountain Resort, and take a look at what's coming up on the weather. So first of all, we have a high wind watch that is happening from tonight at 8 p.m. until tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. We got some heavy, heavy winds coming at us.
Yes, and so your wind chimes will be chiming away.
Mm-hmm. We still have some our Christmas decorations up outside. We like to leave those up until a little after the time change, just for good measure. But we have some inflatable things hanging down.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think we should pull those out.
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah, before the wind gets too bad tonight, because we have sustained winds from 25 to 35 miles an hour, with gusts from 50 to 65 miles an hour. So there's a really good chance that there's going to be maybe some power outages, some power lines down, trees down. So this is going to be a real storm, folks. So buckle up.
Yeah. Well, and it says that we have a high chance of rain today, too. So if we get the rain and the wind, the rain goes sideways.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Which makes it super extra fun.
Yes, yes.
I like to call that scissor rain because it feels like you're getting stabbed with scissors.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Especially when it gets that cold, when it gets that windy, it gets really cold, too. And that rain just bites. Ooh, burn.
Yep.
All right, so let's go ahead and I'm on the wrong page here. So yeah, we have a high today of 42 degrees with some cloudy skies with some rain and snow mix this morning, changing to all rain in the afternoon. We've got a low of 39 degrees with some more rain showers overnight and overcast skies. Again, of course, with that wind. It says here on this forecast, wind at 20 to 25 miles an hour, so maybe we'll be a little bit protected in the valley.
Oh, sure. Of
Sure.
course.
You sound so hopeful.
Well, we do have some mountains around us that, protect us.
We do. It's amazing how in town it can be completely dead calm, and then you go just over by the gas station out there by Spoko, just in front of those open fields, and the wind can just be howling.
Yeah, yeah. I came home Sunday from traveling, and the wind was blowing fields from one side of the highway to the other side.
Wow.
How it would just go straight across.
Oh, yeah.
Where there was dirt, and then you'd get to the trees and it'd be fine, except the trees up high were going, ooh. It was really windy.
Oh, yeah.
Sunday, yeah.
Ugh. Well, luckily it's not too long, and it should be over by about 11 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
But keep an eye on your stuff. I mean, I'm not really sure what you can do about it, but
Yeah.
I guess keep an eye on stuff. Maybe check out things in the morning. Make sure there's no branches on the top of your RV.
Well, and I can remember a windstorm when one of the neighbors' houses, the roof, the metal roofing, actually blew off
Wow.
pieces of it,
Yeah.
and so, and the house was a rental and it was owned by one of the teachers. So I contacted him right away, and they got down there because, yeah, just a couple pieces, but a couple pieces of tin could do a lot of damage to a car or a body.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I remember being a small child in the Tri-Cities down in Kennewick,
Oh.
and we at least once a year we'd have winds that hit 100 miles an hour.
Oh my.
And one year we lost our roof on our house.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think it was that same windstorm. I remember my parents yelling at us, "Get away from the windows," because our windows were bowing in,
Oh
and it looked like
my.
our windows were about to shatter.
Oh.
And looking outside the window, that's when they told us to get away from the windows because we were watching my parents' motorhome on two wheels.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we were watching about 6 to 10 inches of air underneath the tires
Wow.
blowing off to the side,
Wow.
and yeah, we just
Yeah. Well,
that
we're not.
was
Okay, folks, we're not having that kind of
We are
wind.
not.
He's just scaring you.
no, I'm not. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
childhood memories,
Yes.
good times. Hiding in the bathtub during a storm.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember when as a kid, if we're talking about kids, and we lived in Quincy, which is in the middle of the state,
Mhm.
and that's when I heard the term that the field was moving from one side of town to the other
I like
because the dust was coming through and you could not see the houses across the street
that. Oof.
because of the dirt, because the wind was blowing it through.
Well, luckily we're gonna have a little bit of rain
Yes.
during and before this, so it'll keep
It'll
the
help.
dust down.
Yeah. Keep the dust down.
Yeah. All right. So then I think we just got done with today. So moving on to tomorrow, 46 for the high, 32 overnight with cloudy skies, and that rain is gone. Of course, that wind should be dying down by the afternoon. 42 and 32 on Friday with cloudy skies again. That chance of rain back up to 24%. Then a high of 45 degrees with a 27-degree overnight low on Saturday. Again, that rain sticking around at 24% chance, but a little more wind, about 11 miles an hour. Then on Sunday, 44 for the high, 34 overnight. Again, that chance of rain still at 24%, but then dropping to 23% on Monday as the temperature goes up to a 52-degree high and 38 degrees overnight. And, of course, cloudy skies again. But we might have the clouds breaking up a little bit on Tuesday of next week and in the 60s.
Yeah. Is that amazing?
In the 60s for our high with
Yeah.
high of 61 and 42 overnight. About 11% chance of rain, so probably not too much there. But then Wednesday of next week, still climbing for the temperature, 63 for the high and 45 overnight.
Yeah. And then I only see a couple of days where it's below freezing beyond that in the overnight for the next couple of weeks. So we should be seeing, like my tulips are up.
Yeah, my tulips are a good 6 inches tall now.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
And my crocuses are blooming. So we should see other things. And I have a greenhouse, so I've started plants in the house under grow lights, tomatoes and some flowers. And so I'll start putting things out in the greenhouse. I'll still have to have the heat on out there for a while, but yeah.
Yeah, it's time to get out there and get your gardens cleaned up and
Yeah.
and warm up the lawnmowers and
Yeah, I saw somebody mowing the lawn the other day.
really, well, you drive around town, there's green grass everywhere.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know. My peonies, I still haven't trimmed them down from last year. I need to get out there and cut
me
those
either.
down.
Yep. And you'll see those little shoots coming up among them, and you're
Oh, yeah.
going, "Oh yeah, I got to get out there and get the dead wood out." Yeah.
Well, and we have it around one of those rings, so
Oh, yes.
otherwise it'll just fall flat and
Yeah.
and be too big. So we always have to trim the ones that aren't inside that ring. And
Yeah.
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 You know the deal.
I do.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the higher elevations, see what we got going on. We still have 27 inches of snow hanging out at the base of the mountain, then 52 inches at the summit. Temperatures actually staying below freezing up there. We've got a temperature of 22 degrees currently at the base of the mountain with not much wind at all and good visibility, some clear skies. Then 18 degrees up at the summit with light winds, good visibility, and again, clear skies. Those surface conditions are listed as some spring snow with 12 groomed trails. 78 trails are currently open. And for more information about these mountain condition report or events happening up at 49 degrees north, you can visit ski49n.com. So you're right over.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know if we're going out right now, but we have an EAS alert going on right now.
Yeah.
It might just be a test, but I don't know if that's going out over the top
Yeah,
of us.
because I don't hear it in
and-
mine. I just hear it over here.
And that one, I'm not sure if it's an actual emergency or if it's alert. But now that is over, we do have an alert from yesterday that I want to talk about here real quick. This came through last night. There is a missing child. Looks like there's an Amber Alert. Let's see here. There's a child abduction emergency. This is for Idaho, Lincoln, Montana, and Malheur, Oregon. This happened last night. Let's see. This is the Idaho Amber Alert system. I'm trying to read through here. So the child was taken from Jerome, Idaho. They're looking for a child who's her name is Delia. She's a 15-year-old female with black hair, brown eyes. Was last seen wearing dark gray sweater, blue jeans, gray Jordan shoes, and authorities say that the child may be in the company of Francisco Vargas Pegueros, age 23, and they may be traveling in a black 2007 GMC Yukon Texas plate TZK 776 that's traveling through Utah. So it's traveling away from us.
Oh.
But still, you never know. They might catch those alert and decide to head the
Yeah.
other direction. So let's
Yeah.
say they might possibly be in Colorado, but always keep an eye out for them. We got to take care of those missing kids.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
And
Or-
some of them go willingly and some of them go unwillingly.
right.
You know, some are runaways, but you take it very seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a 17-year-old or a 15-year-old runaway with a 23-year-old, that is an abduction.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. No matter whether she went willingly or not.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So with that said, let's go ahead and you ready to get on with the calendar?
Well, we got to do breakfast.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And
Go
we
ahead.
got to do birthdays.
Oh my goodness. See, I'm skipping ahead. That's
Yeah.
why we have you here, Sharon.
Yeah. Well, two heads are better than one sometimes. Well, for today, breakfast, today is the 11th, and our breakfast says we have bagel variety, cold cereal variety, yogurt parfait, fruit. You can have apple juice, fresh fruit variety, milk, of course, chocolate milk, regular milk, mozzarella string cheese. So that's quite a variety of things. You can pick and choose what you want to eat for breakfast. And I know that
Oh yeah.
you come in on the bus and what bus do we say hello to?
Shout out to Bus 13.
Bus 13.
We got to find out if you're out there listening and you're on your school bus and you're listening to us as well. Send us a message. Get on our Facebook page and send us a message or send an email to stationmanager@kchw.org. Let us know if you're listening, and we'll call you out too.
Yeah.
And, say,
And
hey.
then for lunch today, we have Rosa's Hamburger Helper creation. Now, I wonder if Rosa is one of the cooks, because if she is, that would be homemade and that would be good.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Raw veggie bar, canned fruit, fresh fruit, so you have your choices there. A dinner roll, chocolate milk or regular milk. Well, there's like 3 or 4 things of different kinds of milk. Condiments, ranch dressing.
Ranch on everything.
Ranch on everything.
Ranch in your chocolate milk. No,
Yeah.
don't do that.
No,
Ew.
don't do that. But you can dip your veggies in the ranch. Yes.
I think I made myself gag a little bit there. That was gross.
Okay. So then, whose birthdays do we have today?
You know, we have a long list of birthdays
Oh,
for
good.
today.
How fun.
I saw this yesterday. I was actually looking forward to this. So, all right. So today with birthdays, and there's an anniversary on there too, we have Corey Stolp, Lance Manus, Donna Gregerson, Nathan Lambert, Walker Rainier. All those people have birthdays.
Reiner.
What's that?
Walker Reiner.
Walker Reiner. Okay.
Yeah.
Walker Reiner. And then Phil Lopez and Colleen Sparks have an anniversary today.
Yeah.
So happy birthday and anniversary, everybody.
Yeah. That
You
sounds
You
good.
ready to sing a song? Or am I going to sing it by myself?
You're going to sing it by yourself.
All right. We're going to sing Paula's birthday song. Ready? Ready?
Okay.
Happy birthday. Happy
Happy
day.
day.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday,
Yay.
yay.
Hey. At least give us the jazz hands, Sharon. Come on. There you
Yay.
go. Little
Okay.
jazz hands from Sharon. Perfect.
So then we're into the community calendar, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, today is Wednesday, March 11th. We haven't told you that. And it is the local roundup, which we try to tell you what's happening in Chewelah for this next week and beyond. Today, of course, we start the morning with the morning show, and then you can run over to the middle school and play pickleball
Mm-hmm.
for 18 and overs. You can go to the Fired Up Pizza at noon for Chill with the Chamber,
Yeah.
and that's been well attended, I understand.
It has been. It's been a pretty great luncheon.
That's nice, nice.
It's an informal meeting where people can get together and talk about happenings in Chewelah and introduce each other, get to know each other, and
Yeah. They don't make any decisions because
Mhm.
that's a Friday activity, but it's good to be part of the chamber and know what's going on.
It
Yeah.
is, and it's a good way to, like I said, reach out to other businesses, other other organizations, and
Yeah.
it's kind of just more of a fun brainstorming idea session.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. And then this evening, of course, is bingo at Fired Up Pizza from 6 to 7. So we are busy today.
Actually, it turns out I checked with them. They are nobody. Very few people were coming to bingo, so they are no longer doing bingo at Fired Up Pizza. They just
Okay.
didn't have the interest in it, so they're not doing it anymore.
Okay. Okay. This is gone. Okay.
Gone.
Gone. All right. Thursday, March 12th. The only thing I have is on the second and fourth Thursdays, Senior has Bunko from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Well-
And then I know there are lots of other things.
There are a couple more things. For one, the diaper distribution is going on. That is at the St. Mary of the Rosary Parish Hall at 502 East Main Avenue. There's a variety of diaper sizes. You can get pull-ups. Some wipes are available, and that's for expectant moms, grandparents. I'm not sure friends, but I know you can. I know a variety of people can go and get those diapers.
That's nice.
And,
That's
yeah.
nice. Because a lot of children do spend a lot of time with grandma
They do.
or grandpa.
They
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
So and diapers are expensive, so
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
good time to. I wouldn't say stock up because I'm not sure you can get enough to stock up, but it definitely is a huge help.
Yeah.
All right, so then we have the Chewelah Food Bank open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's at the Senior Center at 302 East Main Avenue here in Chewelah. And then Craig Meyer Karaoke. Did you say that one yet?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
Nope.
that's at the Oasis Tavern at 8:30.
Yeah. Yeah. I try to find things that aren't necessarily on the community calendar,
Yeah,
but the community calendar is well worth your time. And how do we find that?
you just go online and type in your search bar Chewelah.events and it'll come up.
Okay.
And yeah, it's becoming
Yeah. Now,
quite the calendar.
and every once in a while, something will be on there that the people that are organizing it have changed, and they haven't let us know. So double check before you show up somewhere. Double check things. But it really is a really helpful thing.
Sometimes it's more of a guideline.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Friday, the 13th, we do start with the chamber again.
Oh,
so
it's
you could
Friday
go to
the 13th.
Yeah, you
It
could
is.
go to the chamber twice a week if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wednesdays and Fridays. But that's at 7 a.m. out at the Mistequa Casino. And everybody's welcome.
Yep.
Businesses, nonprofits, just regular citizens.
Yep.
We have citizens who show up that just like to know what's happening and like to volunteer and help with the chamber, with the city.
And there's snacks.
Yes, yes, they do provide some snacks. Yes, and then we have pickleball again at the middle school from 8:30 to 11, and we have dinner at the Legion. We don't know what it is, but they normally during the winter times, from September through May, have dinner every Friday. So we're just happy to send you that way.
Yeah.
Okay, what else do we have going on?
So Friday, this is happening Friday and Saturday. It's from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday. This is at the Colville Ag and Trade Center. Is the Below the Surface Gem and Mineral Show.
Okay, I remember going to one of those ones. Those are fascinating. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. They're going to have Wheel of Fortune, gold panning, gems and minerals from around the world,
Wow.
Jewelry. There's going to be some fossils there.
Uh-huh.
Food to choose from. There's a black light tunnel, which sounds like fun. And there's going to be some silent auction door prizes going on throughout the day. So yeah, it's I know a lot of people, they look forward to this one all year.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
this is a huge one, especially
Yeah.
if you're a rock hound.
Yep.
So
And-
again, this is happening the Friday and Saturday, 9 to 6 on Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. And that's at 317 West Astor in Colville, if you don't know
Okay.
where the
Can you
Ag
tell
Trade
me
Center is.
about the next thing, the introduction to watercolor and drawing? What is that about?
Oh, yeah. So that is happening at the Aaron Huff Memorial Cultural Center. And I don't have that information in front of me right here, but I know that is Marilyn Wilson. She is teaching an intro to watercolor class.
Wow.
And I believe that's happening from 11 to 1.
Okay. Yeah. It says workshop and auditions. So are there further workshops? What does that mean?
Well, that's on the calendar. That are you looking at the?
I'm looking at the community calendar. Yeah. Chihuahua.events.
That's weird because I'm not seeing it on mine.
It says on the
Weird.
13th, workshop and auditions.
Hey, I just refreshed the page and there it is.
Oh.
So yeah,
Well, that's helpful. That's helpful for our audience to know, too. Refresh.
yes, it is.
Yes.
There is a fee involved, but it does include all supplies.
Okay.
For more information, you can call or text, or actually it says text Marilyn at 509-936-2839.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, it's she's going to be teaching a series of watercolor classes.
Oh.
And so
Yeah.
this is the first of the series. I don't think you need to go to all of the series. I think they're one off.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, she's going to be teaching class. I think she taught there last year as well. But yeah, she's going to be there from 11 to 1 at the
Okay.
Aaron Huff Memorial Cultural Center.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
And
Then-
if you don't know Marilyn, she's a very sweet lady, and
Okay.
she's a fantastic artist. So
And then on Saturday, we have a couple of things. We have that gem and mineral show that you just told us about.
Mhm.
Now, are the times different on Saturday?
yes, it's goes until 5 p.m. on Saturday
Okay.
and 6 p.m. on Friday. So
Oh, okay.
it ends
Yeah.
an hour early on Saturday.
Yeah. And then in that evening, we have the Young Life Hope Gala.
Mhm.
Gala?
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 I don't know.
I don't
However
know.
I think both are right. I don't
I
know.
think I've heard it both ways. And I don't have details on that. Do you?
Well, I do. It says right here, come enjoy a night of food, fellowship, and fundraising. You'll experience incredible food, sweet confections from some of our town's most talented bakers, an auction with items you don't want to miss, and more. All proceeds do go towards sending the local Young Life and Wildlife students to camp. Those tickets are available at the Chihuahua Independent through their event listing on Facebook, or there's a QR code on the flyer, which you can. There's a link to get those tickets on the Chihuahua.events listing, or you can download that flyer.
Okay. And also, if you're in the mood for seafood, up at 49 degrees north on Saturday, they're having two dinner times for seafood boil
Oh,
from 12 to 1 and from 2 to 3. Now, listen to this menu.
okay.
Whole shrimp, crab, little neck clams, crawfish, corn on the cob. Oh dear, I don't know what this says. Andouille,
And Dewey.
andouille
sausage.
sausage and red potatoes. Also includes fresh house-made bagnets, hush puppies.
Baguettes?
Yeah, maybe that's it. It's got an N in there.
Beignets. Beignets.
Okay.
Because it's from New Orleans.
Okay. Hush puppies and a New Orleans sauce for dipping. Lunch is served family style.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I-
It is an expense, but you can go to 49 degrees north and register online and show the proof of purchase at the cafe on the event day to get your lunch ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Nice.
that sounds good.
Yeah, you can go to ski49n.com for more information about that
Okay.
or to sign up.
Yeah.
And I wonder if it's one of those where you you put on the bib and they they line the papers with parchment paper,
I don't know.
or butcher paper. You ever been to one of those restaurants
No.
where
but
they give you the mallet and a bib, and they just
Yeah.
dump your stuff out on the table?
because it says serve family style. Do very many families dump their food on the table?
I mean, that's generally the way you do it at a seafood boil.
Oh, wow.
I hope
Wow.
anyway.
Well, that would be fun to even just watch.
Well, I don't remember the name of it, but like on the Seattle Pier, there's this famous seafood restaurant, and
That's how they do it.
that's how they do it. They line the table with butcher paper, and they take the big pot and they dump it out on the table in front of you, and
Oh, my
you get a
goodness.
bib and a mallet and a whole
Wow.
bunch of napkins.
Ah, how fun. And then on Sunday, the only thing I have is winter pickleball from 2 to 4.
Yeah.
And then Monday, we have pickleball again from 8:30 to 11 at the middle school gym. We have single deck pinochle at 5 at the senior center every Monday, and we have the Brick Builders Club at 3:30 at the library every Monday.
There you go.
So I don't have anything for Tuesday.
Also,
okay, go ahead.
From 9 to 10 on Monday is the sit and fit class at the
Oh yeah,
senior center.
yep. And
That's always a fun one. If you can Google like chair yoga, and some of the stuff these people do is insane.
well,
Like,
there's a
takes a
fellow
high level.
online who does chair exercises to 50s, 60s music.
Yeah.
And it's, you're just, I don't do it with them, but, it looks like it would be fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then Tuesday, I don't have anything, but if you go to the Chihuahua.events, you will find out that things are still happening
Oh,
on
yeah.
Tuesday.
Like the coffee social at the senior center,
Yes.
or story time at the Chihuahua Library, which
Okay.
is every Tuesday from 10:30 to 11:30, and then this Tuesday is the Chihuahua Arts Guild meeting.
That's right.
That's from 5:30 to 6:30. And I did ask, sometimes the organization meetings, I don't talk about them, but I did talk to some folks from the Arts Guild, and they're like, yes, please tell everyone about our meetings, because
Yeah.
they want people to go. So,
Yeah, they do. Yep.
So there you go.
And then next Wednesday, a week from today, is junior high and varsity tryouts. And it's really hard to read their flyer. But the different sports, they're having practices on March 18th and 19th. I think this is for cheerleading,
Okay.
but the flyer doesn't say. But it did say it was for 5th to 11th graders and homeschool kids from Chihuahua Valley and Summit Valley. And so they're having practices on the 18th and 19th, and then they're trying out on the 20th. So if you have a child that's interested, just go and Google Chihuahua cheerleaders and find out. All right. And then coming up farther on down.
When in doubt, Google it out. That's what I
Yes,
say.
that's right. So we're going to talk a little later about, I'm just going to give some highlights of some of the things that are coming up. The Mistequa Wedding and Bridal Show,
Yes.
March 21st. The Recycled Art Show, April 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
April 3rd is pencil drawing from the Chihuahua Arts Guild deadline. April 17th, Chihuahua Arts Guild scholarship applications are due. That's for people, high school seniors going into any arts program or returning adults going into college. They are offering a scholarship for adults going into college, which is really fantastic because lots of times you think of scholarships only for those seniors. So
Yeah.
another thing coming up Saturday, April 25th is Earth Day Fair. And April 27th and 29th and May 1st, auditions for Shakespeare. May
Ooh.
May 8th, the Washington State Poet Laureate Derek Sheffield workshop at school and at the library. May 9th, Chihuahua's Got Talent editions, May 9th and May 16th.
Mm-hmm.
May 16th and 17th, Valley Warriors Against Cancer. May 29th. Okay, now I'm going to see if I have,
So-
I'm going to tell you. Go ahead.
So there's another one. Let's see, happening. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there. There's another one. You're with the chamber, right?
Yeah.
So there, what's happening on the 28th of this month?
Oh, is that
It is
is
the
that
Home and
that
Garden Show.
home and garden show?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not put that in here.
Yeah, there's going to be door prizes, burgers, and more goodies. And you get to know all the local businesses. You know, and there's a lot of times, there have been multiple years where, you know, you talk to contractors and or you need stuff done on your house, if you don't sign up by this home and garden show or at least sign up to get your estimates,
Yeah.
a lot of times you're too late. They're
Yeah.
booked up for the season. So those burgers, of course, are prepared by the Chewila Valley Lions Club and the Kiwanis of Chewila. And for more questions or more information, you can visit chewila.org.
Another reason to go to the chamber meeting because
Yeah.
you'd know these things. But I was out of town last week, and I know they've been talking about it, but I didn't put it on my radar. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, and I'll be there running around with a microphone and talking to people and
Yeah.
finding out everything that's happening there through the day.
So I got word of if you play the piano and want to know how to play the organ, there's going to be a free workshops May 29th and 30th. It's in Spokane, but it is hosted by the Spokane, one of the churches in Spokane. There's a recital on Friday night and organ training on Saturday. And the training has 3 tracks of classes: youth for experience the organ, how to be confident at the organ with the basics, and beyond the basics, receiving advanced training. We'll tell you more. You have to register by May 26th. We'll keep telling you. But this is put on by BYU Education.
Very cool.
Yeah. And so there are people in different churches that want to be able to play the organ more. And this is a free a training, free. And it's open to the public from any area around here. So we don't normally talk about many things going on in Spokane, but I thought that one was interesting.
That's very cool. And you can get on the Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
But watch out for dysentery. Sorry.
Ah, you're so funny. Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you caught that one.
Yeah. And that's what I have. I know that we have lots of things coming up, but we just wanted to highlight some of the things that are coming up down the road.
Yeah.
Put it in your radar. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's what I'll have come up. I do want to say that I am going to get the during the break here, I'm going to go ahead and pull up those sign up forms for Chewila's Got Talent, and I'm going to put those in the link.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Put those links in the comments. So go ahead if you're interested. If you know somebody that has a talent they want to show off, or is a magician, singer, juggler. I don't care what you are. I want to see it.
I still want an old time jug band. I want somebody on that string on the big upside down tub. Somebody plays a saw.
Yeah,
washboard. Washboard. Yeah.
Someone playing the spoons.
Yes, exactly. I want one of those bands, but I don't know of any. And I don't play any of that stuff.
I bet you someone out there listening does know of somebody. So tell them to come on out, sign up for Chewila's Got Talent.
Yeah.
We are enforcing a little more rules this year as far as no professional performers.
Okay.
If you have performed professionally in the past, you are you're not an amateur performer. You are.
What does that mean? If I got paid for it, am I a professional performer or what? What does that really mean?
There is a little bit of a gray area. If you're a known band around the area, like let's let some of the unknown people come up and audition.
Okay.
We've had a couple in the past where people would audition and it's like, come on, we see you playing all the time over. So.
Oh yeah.
So basically, it's meant for the more unknowns.
Okay.
And the up and comers. So
okay.
I'm not saying if you've ever played for money you can't come and participate, but
if that's something you do on a regular basis,
use your best judgment.
Yeah.
And
okay.
And in front of our judges, they'll use theirs. So
okay. All right.
But yeah, we do have a few people signing up already.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so far it's turning out to be a good one. I'm also going to put a second link on there. You can get your tickets because these shows usually do sell out.
Yes.
And you can get your tickets on our Give Butter site. I will have those paper tickets out shortly to all the ticket outlets. But you can get your tickets online, or you can sign up to become a sponsor.
But that doesn't happen until
May 9th.
Right, but I mean, the auditions are May 9th and 16th, but the show
is May 30th.
May 30th.
Yeah.
So we do have a little bit of time to get those tickets. But like you say, they do sell out. And with it's going to be over at the Center for the Arts. And with the configuration we have for a little bit of raised seating, we can't get quite as many people in there as we have before. although we've changed it a little since the fall, so we can get more, but it is a little tight, and
But
which is why we're out there begging for money because we're hoping to get a
Oh,
big
yeah.
grant to be
I'm
able to add and make some changes to the building.
I'm really looking forward to that. You know, and
Yeah.
one of these days we're going to dedicate a morning show. We'll maybe we'll get someone else from the theater in here
Oh, sure.
and talk about all the
Yeah.
changes coming up in the theater because
Yeah.
they're very, very exciting. And you
Yeah.
guys are getting pretty close, right?
Yeah, we are. We have to. Our share is 500,000.
Yeah.
And we've got between pledges and money about 300,000. So we're more than halfway, but we have to have it by the middle of June to be
Yeah.
able to get to apply for this state grant.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, fingers
I
crossed.
mean, we can still apply. We just can't apply for as much money,
Right. Right.
kind of thing. Yeah, because it's like 1/3. We have to have 1/3.
Yeah.
So,
Outstanding.
yeah.
That's gonna be really cool. I'm looking forward to it. So. right.
Oh, let's see. Deborah says, your volume is low today. Turn it up, Chuck.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Is it just my voice?
I don't know. She just says, good morning. Your volume is low.
Oh.
I do notice that sometimes when I'm listening in the radio that everybody else is nice and I can hear them, but when you're speaking, it's quite low. So I don't know if it's your microphone or your volume or what, but I do notice that myself when I'm listening to you.
Maybe everyone else is just too loud, okay?
Maybe the rest of us are taking see, the audience out there, you don't know, but Chuck tells us to get close enough to the mic that you could lick it, but not lick it. So,
Right?
yeah, but Chuck is back a little bit, so maybe his voice isn't.
I'm the only one that licks it.
Yeah.
No.
So the rest of us take his message. She says it's still low.
It's all low. All right.
It's
Well,
all low.
everything on my board looks good, so maybe there's a problem internally that I
Okay.
need to turn up. But I know Scott was in there messing around the other day with the sound, and
Oh.
we had an issue last week with I hooked up a new camera that had an internal microphone,
Oh.
and the system tried to hijack that microphone. You run everything through that microphone, so everything was going, instead of our microphones that we normally use, was going through that little microphone on the top of that camera up there on the near the
Not a
ceiling.
good deal.
Yeah, no. So
Yeah.
that's not happening today, but I think we probably need to adjust our sound levels just a little bit.
Okay.
Thank you for the notice, Debbie.
Yeah.
All right, and with that said, I think we'll go ahead and unless
Take
you
our
have-
break?
Yeah, unless you have anything else, let's take our break. We're going to listen
Okay.
to some news, thank our sponsors, and we'll be back in the second half of the show with some folks from the hotel to talk about the bridal show coming up.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
it's gonna
sounds
be
like
fun
fun.
one. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so stick around, everyone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're listening to KCHW 102.7, your Northern Lights Public Radio. Support for KCHW comes from Thrive Broadband. Thrive Broadband provides fiber internet and phone service to homes and businesses throughout Chewelah. Thrive's fiber network features equal upload and download speeds, supporting streaming, online learning, and business connectivity all at the same time. More information about Thrive's broadband services can be found online at thrivebroadband.com or by phone at 509-935-3500. KCHW would like to thank Thrive Broadband for supporting community radio in Northeast Washington.
It's 8:06.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW. Chewelah, Colville, Kettle Falls.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, March the 6th, 2026. I'm Mike Clifford. President Donald Trump Thursday fired his embattled Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem after mounting criticism over her leadership of the department, including the handling of the administration's immigration crackdown and disaster response. The AP notes Trump, who said he would nominate Oklahoma GOP Senator Markwayne Mullin in her place after Noem faced a two-day grilling on Capitol Hill from GOP members as well as Democrats. And the House voted down an effort Thursday to halt the war against Iran and forced Trump to go to Congress for authorization as a small bloc of Democrats joined nearly all Republicans in delivering an early sign of support for the war in the Middle East. Meantime, a new artificial intelligence platform called Kali is now helping to keep up to 20,000 students on track at 3 rural Northern California community colleges.
The California Student Aid Commission is funding the pilot program that serves Butte College, College of the Redwoods, and Lassen College. Kevin Kelly with the California Community College's Digital Center for Innovation, Transformation, and Equity says the program can help people file their free application for federal student aid, as well as the California DREAM Act application.
It will nudge them proactively to say, hey, you finished the financial aid form and you received your aid, but you haven't registered for classes yet. Let's get you started.
Kali was developed by a company called Mainstay. I'm Suzanne Potter.
And concrete is the second most used material in the world after water. And the cement industry accounts for roughly 8% of global carbon emissions. Researchers at the University of Miami are tackling that problem by turning algae into a sustainable concrete additive.
They're partnering with an aquaculture lab on the university's campus in Key Biscayne, which grows Florida native algae for research purposes. Jasmine Rodriguez, a first-year PhD student in civil engineering, says the goal is to significantly reduce concrete's climate impact. And for her team, it starts with the algae grown just minutes from their lab.
Which we then turn into a biochar, which is basically like a charcoal material made of that algae, which we can then functionalize, which is like chemically treating it in order to make it easier to replace in higher contents of cement.
The challenge, Rodriguez explains, is that replacing too much cement with biochar can compromise concrete's strength. The team is developing techniques to make the biochar more chemically reactive so it bonds better with cement. The researchers will present their work at the Climate Correction Conference in Orlando from March 10th to 11th. I'm Trebell Gomes.
While the technology is still in the experimental stage, the long-term goal is to patent their techniques. This is Public News Service. Humanitarian groups warn of a crisis stemming from the escalating war in the Middle East. In a similar plight, North Dakota volunteers say frustrations haven't ended for Ukrainians.
Following the 4th anniversary of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, local sponsors say they're increasingly fearful people who escape the violence will wind up back in parts of their home country still seeing armed conflict. An estimated 500 adults were allowed to find jobs in North Dakota through sponsors under the federal Uniting for Ukraine program. But Fargo's Michael Southam with FM Volunteers for Ukraine says getting reapproval for humanitarian parole or transitioning to temporary protected status remains difficult.
The delays are unbelievable in processing for their authorization to stay here lawfully and their work authorizations.
These criticisms stretch back to last summer when the Trump administration resumed re-parole applications. A court order prompted the program to continue after an application freeze the White House enacted when raising fraud concerns and citing other factors. I'm Mike Moen.
And Washingtonians are urging lawmakers to preserve Climate Commitment Act funds for their intended use, rather than diverting them to cover the state's budget shortfall.
Passed in 2024, the state's cap and investment program lets major polluters buy emission allowances, funding efforts like environmental justice programs and rebates for electric appliances. Mike O'Brien with EcoSpark Heat Pump says the Home Electrification and Appliance Rebates Program, which is funded through the law, has made heat pumps accessible to families that would have not been able to afford them otherwise.
It really helps allows homeowners, especially moderate income homeowners, to say, hey, for about the same price as a gas furnace, I can now get into a heat pump, be doing the right thing, and have a much more comfortable living experience.
Faced with a budget shortfall of over $4 billion, Governor Bob Ferguson's initial budget proposed taking about $570 million from the Climate Commitment Act to go towards the working families tax credit. I'm Isabel Charlet.
Finally, Michigan homeowners are feeling the squeeze as insurance costs rise across the country.
Experts say the hike is driven by more severe weather, rising construction costs, and growing damage claims. Midwestern states like Michigan are seeing higher losses tied to wind, hail, and flooding. During a recent webinar hosted by the Conversation on Extreme Weather and Home Values, Andy Hoffman, a University of Michigan professor, said rising insurance costs can ripple through the housing market.
Between 2017 and 2023, 26 states saw their property insurance rates go up by 25%, and 4 states, Texas, Colorado, Arizona, and Utah, saw the rates go up by 50% or more.
Hoffman says insurers are increasingly worried about so-called secondary perils, including flooding, hail, and severe storms. Crystal Blair reporting.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
It's 8:12.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW. Chewelah, Colville, Kettle Falls.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales and service. Vehicle sales is open 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services is available at colvilletoyota.com. A small-town dealership with a big heart.
And by
Chewelah Flooring.
Chewelah Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products, including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chewelah Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Dell Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at CheWelahFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at CheWelahFlooring@gmail.com.
Programming brought to you by Ryan Moore, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Deer Park, Washington. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Edward Jones is a firm that helps individuals and business owners achieve their financial goals. More information is available at edwardjones.com or by calling 509-276-2974. Edward Jones, member SIPC, with locations in Deer Park and Chewelah.
This is KCHW 102.7.
And we're back. All right now. Come on, boy. Yeah. Good boy. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the KCHW Morning Show. We are back again with myself, Chuck Ritchie. We have my lovely co-host for the day, Miss Paula. Oh, I almost called you Paula.
That's okay.
Made myself cough. Miss Sharon Ludwig, and our very special guest today is Diane. Now I've already forgotten how to say your last name. Introduce yourself, Diane.
Hi, I am Diane Cristinzio, Operations Manager at the Mistequa Casino Hotel.
There we go. And I did say Julia earlier, and I apologize. I was wrong. But we have Diane. So thank you so much for coming today.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
I appreciate it. Wow. So this is very exciting. Let's just get right into it. So, well, first of all, tell us what you do with the casino.
So I am the Operations Manager at the new hotel. I oversee everybody and put events together, work with catering, work with all of the staff at the hotel.
Outstanding. Hold on just a second. I'm going to adjust our camera because I'm trying to look at you, and all I can see is the back of the camera. Oh, it's very, very touchy camera. Yeah, so you're putting together this bridal show, which is very exciting. I know there's been some conversations about, what an ideal wedding destination Shawila can be. Not just weddings, but weddings, events, and especially a lot in part due to the new hotel opening up. It's really opened up a lot of doors for being able to have larger events and bring folks into town.
Absolutely. Not just at our hotel, but there are other venues in the Chewelah and Deer Park area that people can come out and learn about as well.
Exactly. So tell us, so the bridal show, what sort of spurned the idea to spurned? That's not the right word. I don't want to say spawned on the air, but I guess I just did. So where did the idea come from to do a bridal show here in Chewelah?
Because I think it's something that's needed for all of the businesses in our area. We've got such a lovely destination out here in Chewelah, Washington, where people can come out and just enjoy themselves. And it's a very peaceful setting, and we want to take advantage of that and introduce people to that as well.
Absolutely. And, kind of what I see, this is sort of my personal take on it, and, from a couple of the organizations in town, is it's a really, we need to sort of work on our economic development in the area, and I always say T word. The T word is a bad word we don't say here. I call them visitors, but that is a really great way to get people to come into town. They come into town, they enjoy the area, they enjoy the offerings, the amenities we have, and then they go home.
So hopefully this will help capture them and
Yeah.
want them to come back and do some larger
Yeah.
events here in our area.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got lots of people, lots of local people that nobody knows about, photographers, cake decorators, wedding planners, all of that. So when you come out to our spring bridal fair on March 21st, you can meet them all.
And it isn't just for bridal showers or bridal parties. Say I'm hosting something for my granddaughter. She's 10. I might still want to come to this event to find somebody who makes the kind of cupcakes I want.
Right.
Or, different things that well, tell us what kind of vendors are going to be at this.
So we're going to have DJ entertainment. We'll have a live band. Our harpist, local harpist, Jenna Engel, will be performing.
Nice.
We're going to have 3 fashion shows, and in between the fashion shows, Step Brothers Band will be performing.
Oh, cool. I love those guys.
We'll have cakes and catering, hair and makeup from a couple of local artists here.
Oh, cool.
And Main Street Florist in Colville will be there. We've got event planners, like I already said. And then there will be other folks with venues that are in our area that nobody probably knows about. They're hidden gems in our
Right.
area.
Mm-hmm.
And rentals, photographers. So we're going to have a wide array of different people that you can meet. And like you said, not just for a bridal fair, but for other events.
Mm-hmm.
Now, can we get our hair and makeup done there at the event?
She may have some. She may have some openings. You never know.
Because I could really use my hair done. I got nothing under this hat. So I want to talk to you about some of the bakers. Now I know you've got a lot of. I see here one of our regulars. We know Shannon Sweets. She's actually sponsored events for the radio station before. She's a regular at our market.
Yes.
On Fridays. Suzy Q Cakes, Fork and Good Catering. That's a great name.
Isn't that great?
It's spelled Fourke and Good Catering. That's a fantastic name. I love that. And of course, the Mistequa Casino Hotel is going to be there for catering. Now, what I think everybody wants to know, what's on everybody's mind, are there going to be samples?
Yes, there will be samples. Absolutely. We'll have appetizer samples, but we were We will also be featuring a couple of our theme lunch menus for sale from our hotel lounge. We're going to have the luau, and we're going to have a barbecue sampler for sale at the hotel lounge. And that's going to open at noon.
What is the luau?
The luau is sweet and sour meatballs, some teriyaki chicken skewers, Hawaiian garlic shrimp, and some fried rice and a Hawaiian macaroni salad.
Oh.
That's a favorite for catering.
Mhm.
We do a lot of that with cater outs.
Oh, yeah.
For parties and such.
You know, and when I think of Hawaiian food, that macaroni salad, you got to have the macaroni salad with any Hawaiian food.
And the Hawaiian Hawaiian buns, too.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot
Yeah,
to
yeah.
mention those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So is there a fee to come to this
Nope,
event?
it's open to the public, free, no admission fee.
Wow.
And there will be door prizes.
Yeah.
And our vendors will also be having show specials, too.
You know, this is a good opportunity for young people, but anybody. I mean, grandmas and moms. I remember, though, when I was in college, there were a group of us girls that would go over on our lunch breaks to one of these jewelry stores and look at diamond rings. None of us were even close to getting married or
Right.
thinking about getting married. But they treated us like we were going to buy diamonds that day. And when about 4 or 5 years later, when I did go to get married, that's where I went, was because they treated me like a paying customer. And so you might not be wanting these services now, but you might want them in the future. So it's a good place to connect. That's just my opinion here.
And did you hear that? Service providers treat the kids nice because they will remember you and they will come back.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I want to talk a little bit about again, let's sort of go back to the importance of why this is important, why we need to have this here. And, you know, we look at all these businesses that are, I mean, each one of these is an individual business that can be supported by the wedding industry. They're already operating businesses in the area. And by supporting this, by sort of bolstering this, wedding industry here, the make it a destination area, this is just the tip of the iceberg. You know, we can really have a lot of businesses open up, support the businesses that are here now, and really sort of become this destination area for not just weddings, but all kinds of events.
Absolutely.
And
yes.
to get these people out there and get them, get their names out and have people meeting these folks, you get one person having their event here, they go back, they tell 10 other people back home.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's a collaboration of the community.
Right.
Basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
And we're in a unique place. I mean, we're close to Canada, we're close to Spokane, but we are remote enough to be quieter, you know, and just calmer. It's a great place to live, and it's a great place to have activities.
Things are a little calmer here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and especially, when you bring your family up, to have these events here, it's really nice. You come up during the summertime or whatever, and, there's the market going on. You come up during the winter, you can go skiing. I've heard people say, well, lots of towns have that stuff, but not quite the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a lot of folks, and I've ran into a lot of folks that come here from other areas, and they just, they don't know what to expect, and they get a lot more than they expect.
Well, yeah. And I was thinking, like, when the creative district first started, I didn't even think that we had many creative type things in the area.
Coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah. And so, and you've pulled people out. And so this is a great thing to kind of organize or kind of pull people together, the creatives for events. I just think this is wonderful. Yeah.
Exactly. So I want to talk so you've got DJ. It looks like, what's his name? Is his DJ? I just saw it here.
Is
Mike Master.
Mike Master.
That's
yes.
And where's Mike from?
He's from Spokane.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we don't have a local DJ, but he will be the one that will be doing the announcements for all the fashion shows throughout the day as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love that he spells his first name is Mike, but he spells it M-I-C.
Right.
Mike Master. I love that. And the Step Brothers Band, now we've had them on the show before, on our Friday show. Now they're going to be performing. What time did you say again?
They will be performing in between each of the fashion shows. So 12:15 they will be performing, and 1:45, and then they may wrap up the afternoon depending on how, much time they have left.
Yeah.
Okay, and so what time are those fashion shows?
So the first one will start at 11:30 with
Okay.
Audrey's Boutique, and then there will be a break in between, and then 1 o'clock, Tuxedo Gallery will have a fashion show, and then we're going to wrap it up at 2:30 with a bridal fashion show by Green Acres Bridal.
Wow.
Well, it is the place to be.
Absolutely.
It's Green Acres. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So so that's going to be the individual. What would you call them? Dress costumers, outfitters.
Fashion shows.
Well, I mean, but the folks that are going to
Oh.
be dressing the models.
The models,
Dressmakers.
bridal show, I don't know.
Okay.
Boutiques?
Yeah.
Boutiques.
Boutiques. There you go.
There
Thank
you go.
So each one's going to have their own little individual fashion show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's incredible. I love that.
Yes.
I love
Yeah,
that.
there'll
And-
be a lot of excitement going on all day long.
So if I'm listening to our show and I'm a vendor and I hadn't heard about this, are there still openings for vendors?
We may be able to squeeze a couple in. Give me a call at the hotel.
Okay.
And we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Right on. Right on.
But otherwise, you've got a full slate.
We
huh?
do. We
Oh,
have
how
30.
nice.
Yep. At least 30 vendors.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's a big group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be great. Yeah, and I see. So there's some travel agencies, and there's No, do you have? I know a lot of people. I've actually had a couple people ask me. They have events coming up or weddings, and they say I don't even know the first place to start. So, do you have wedding planners that are going to be there?
Yes, there will be 2 event planners that'll be there. Clover Events out of Spokane will be there, and SB Designs and Events right from Chihuahua will be there too.
Nice.
cool.
So, and I'm sure they don't just plan weddings. They probably will help with reunions and birthday parties and things like that.
Yeah, and I know a lot of times, you can plan an event, but there's a lot of things that get overlooked. When you're trying to do it yourself, especially if you're the one getting married or doing the event. Sometimes it's nice to have those other set of eyes or people that know exactly all the details and run that thing like a machine.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And of course, we host events at our hotel.
Yeah.
And you can contact myself or Julia, and we can help you walk you right through the whole process as well.
That's great. That's fantastic. So basically, you're saying the hotel does have event planning services.
Yes.
Oh, I love
Yep.
that.
We
I love
can
that.
help out with all of that as well.
I know. A long time ago, I used to work for a hotel in one of the big hotel chains, and I was in the catering department, and we ended up doubling our hats a lot. There's a lot of times I'm a caterer. I don't know anything about planning, but they're like, oh, what do we do for this? And that you'd end up being a wedding planner in addition to all your other duties.
Everything else. Yep.
So sometimes the planning overshadowed your real job. So here's another thing. So rentals, and we've got some names here. A to Z Rental, which you think of them as tools, but they do offer a lot of services for events that you
Yes.
don't think of. And I know a lot of times when we do the festivals downtown here, we use a lot of stuff from A to Z Rental.
Right.
So and Wedding Box. What is Wedding Box?
Wedding Box is very unique. They have a trailer that has everything wedding inside of it. Chairs, tables, decorations. They will deliver it to your venue. You set everything up, and then they come back and pick everything up.
So it's literally it's a wedding in a box.
Wedding in a box. Yep.
Wow.
That's
Very
fantastic.
creative.
Yeah.
And I see you can't forget the porta potties.
Oh no, you can't forget those. Those are important.
And I love the name Luxury Lou.
Right.
That's fantastic. Oh, we have an intruder. I can sit down and join us, Blake. We have our Monday night DJ, the professor. He's like, nope, I'm out of here. So yeah, and there are a lot. I see some great venues here as well. a lot of places. We've got some newer venues here that a couple of them I've never even heard of. So tell us about something. Obviously, the hotel, Prairie Country Barn. Now, where is that one?
So Prairie Country Barn and Barnyard Bliss are both out in Deer Park.
Okay.
They have beautiful settings out there. And then we've got our local Cameo Farms, and they've got a lovely venue right off of 395.
Yeah, they really do.
And then there's also Gathering Porch Events. They're out in Deer Park as well.
Oh, great. Fantastic. So now I see we got some photographers. So, and you guys too, now you talked a little bit about your food specials. Now you're going to be opening the bar as well?
Yes.
Do you have beverage specials
Of
there for the day?
course. We'll have mimosa drink specials throughout the day. We'll have champagne and beer and wine. And then we'll just have, and our coffee corner will be open until 2 o'clock for all those coffee drinkers.
You can't talk about weddings without mimosas and champagne, right?
That's right. So you got to try them while you're there.
Outstanding. So I want to talk a little bit too about some more stuff about the hotel. Now, tell us the hours. The restaurant there is open normally throughout the week. Tell us the hours of the regular restaurant.
The restaurant is open Wednesday through Saturday. Unfortunately, we have limited days. They open at 3 p.m. and during the week they close at 9 p.m. and on weekends we close at 10 p.m.
Okay. So pretty much for the late lunch dinner crowd.
Yes. And they always have lunch specials or dinner specials going on in the hotel as well.
Nice. So who do we contact? So say I want to do an event there, say a wedding. Who do I contact you directly, or do I just call the front desk? How do I get a hold of somebody from the hotel?
You can contact the front desk and they'll pass the information on to me, and then either myself or Julia will follow up with them.
Now I've heard too. I've had a few people say, we want to do something at the theater, but we might have more people than we can fit in the theater. What is the max capacity? I know it probably depends on the amount of tables and booths and stuff, but in general, say somebody wants to have an event with seated tables. How many people can you hold in an event there?
200 comfortably in our event center. We'll hold 200 comfortably at tables. Now, if it was just seating, then we can do about 300 people.
That's amazing. That's really nice. Yeah.
So it's 4,000 square feet. We've got built-in state-of-the-art AV system and overhead microphones and sound system.
I want to play with that someday. I really do. I've been in there before for events and heard it, and I'm like, ooh, I want to go. I just want to touch it and play with everything. And
yeah, it was really nice for the chamber auction. Yeah. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, I unfortunately didn't make it to chamber auction, but I've been to a couple of events there, and was really impressed with the facilities.
Well, and the Arts Guild art show, community art show, just a couple weeks ago, that was very nice too.
Oh, they were thrilled with the space.
Yeah,
the lighting and just the room itself.
Yeah, because they've been over at the Center for the Arts, and we just don't have the good lighting. I mean, we have lighting, but it's a theater, so we turn the lights off.
Right.
Yeah.
They set up an area where you're normally not meant to have lights.
Yeah. So
for the catering services, do you guys offer? Is it mostly like buffet style? Do you do plated dinners, buffets?
We do buffets for the catering service. Yes, and we prepare everything in aluminum tins so you can come and pick it up and just keep it warm.
Nice.
Of course, when we do it in-house for the events, it's not in aluminum tins. It's a very nice presentation.
The nice chafing dishes.
Yes. But we've got a great menu to choose from. We have entrees, wonderful entrees. The London broil and the prime rib are the favorites of the crowd.
Nice. So for you mentioned the aluminum tin. So you do catering, like offsite catering,
Yes. Yes. We don't deliver quite yet. We'll get to that point, but yes, we've got a great catering menu. People come pick it up and take it to their event.
Nice.
Yes.
But you don't offer any offsite staff just yet.
Not quite yet.
Okay. But is that in the plan?
It is in the plan. Yes.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yes.
Outstanding. I know. There's lots of. There was someone I was talking with the other day, and they were trying to find caterers for an event, and like, man, we just can't find anybody. We need a caterer. And there was somebody that regularly needs caterers, and they're like, we just have a heck of a time finding anybody.
Wow.
And I do think they were looking for a full service caterer,
Okay.
somebody that could come and do all the plating and everything there. I think it was one of the venues around town. Yeah. So I think that would be a great service. And again, there are other caterers that are going to be there at the bridal show that you can meet.
Yes.
That can do that.
Fork and Good, they go to your event and cater at the event.
Yeah.
Which is important.
Yeah.
I still giggle every time I hear Fork and Good. I can't. We can say it on the air because, it's 2 words. And honestly, I didn't even catch that the first time until you said it out loud. That is fantastic. All right. So,
and then a couple of amenities about our hotel too. We do have our indoor pool and hot tub for our guests only. That's something that people enjoy. And then, of course, we've got the conference room and then the big event center. We love to have people visit. And if you want to come to the bridal fair and you want to stay that night, we are offering a special exclusive standard room rate too. So give our hotel a call to be part of that.
Very nice. So how long has the hotel been open now?
Just 2 years.
Just 2 years.
We're celebrating 2 years this month.
I was lucky enough for the grand opening to get a tour of the facility and check out some of the rooms and walk around. Now, how is it going? Because it's really, I mean, it was a much needed amenity in the area and beautiful facility. So
weekends are very busy at the hotel. During the week, we're still doing pretty good. The ski season hasn't been the greatest.
Yeah.
So we do partner up with 49 Degrees North. A lot of people come stay at our hotel and then go play up at the mountain and come back down and relax in the hot tub after their long day of skiing.
I don't even ski, but I might take up skiing just so I can go to the hotel and sit in the hot tub afterwards. That sounds nice.
And we do golf and play packages with the golf course too.
Yeah.
So for those golfers, well.
Now, did I hear it right that there's lockers available?
Yes.
I want to tell me about that.
We have a locker room for your skis, so you don't have to leave them out in your car or tote them up to your room.
Mm-hmm.
So it's heated, so your boots will dry out overnight, and everything's fresh when you need them the next day.
So the lockers themselves are heated.
Yes.
Wow. Are there fans or how does that work?
It's fans that push the hot air through and heats everything up and dries your gear out overnight.
Wow. I hope there's a good ventilation system because I know some skiers that I wouldn't want to be near their boots in the hot air. I mean, hot air is a good way to describe them. Well, so and do those lockers during the summertime, will the golfers do they have access to them
Unfortunately,
too?
no.
So they can't bring their golf clubs in and put them in the locker?
No.
They still have to lug those up to their room?
Yeah, they still have to lug those to their room.
Well, I can imagine, if you're coming up and you're staying a few nights and, you don't want to leave your boots out in the car and put them on in the morning. They'll be all wet and frozen and cold. That sounds miserable.
I agree.
So having those nice, warm boots, that sounds nice. Yeah.
It's just those little things.
So would you say so obviously, do you think, have you been busier during the winter for ski season or do you think during the summer? Or is it a little mix of both?
Summer is very busy, yes. Last winter was very good. The ski season was good. This season hasn't been terrible.
Yeah.
And there's even a lot of people that just come in from out of town and, want to visit the area. So we capture a lot of that.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, the casino's right behind us. So who doesn't want to stay and go play at the casino?
Right. I know. I know myself and my wife occasionally will go over there, and we don't take our debit cards though. We take just enough money to buy dinner, and we get our $20 a piece. And when it's gone, it's gone. Some nights we stay for 5 minutes. Some nights we stay for 5 hours.
Right.
But it's always fun.
So when you came and opened 2 years ago, you became another major employer for the area. How's the turnover? Do you still need employees, it's when I go out there, when I've been there for things, I see very professional looking people working for you. Is it a good place for me? If I'm not wanting to go back to work, let me tell you, I'm retired. But I'm just wondering about the employment opportunities out there.
Absolutely. It is a good place to work. Our turnover is very low at the hotel. I'm happy to say we probably have at least 50% of the employees that started with us are still there.
Nice.
Yeah. Of course, life happens and people have to move on. But yeah, the employees that work there are very happy. We've got great benefits, and the Spokane Tribe treats us very well.
Nice.
And so, are there openings if I'm a young person or even an older person wanting to get back into the workforce? Are there openings out there?
Right now, I'm happy to say there are no openings.
Oh,
but if you always check our website, we do have when jobs become open. If you look at Mistequa.com, there is a section for employment. So if you want to come work for us, just keep an eye on our website and see if there's something that might appeal to you.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I know that you probably it has no relevance whatsoever, but I know when I used to work in a hotel doing catering, we had this like the hotel break room where they would the kitchen would actually make everybody lunch during the day. Do you guys for employee benefits, do you have anything like that?
The kitchen does not make us lunch, but we do stock a refrigerator for our housekeeping employees. Yes.
Oh, see, that's nice.
Yes.
That's close. Well, the food they served us was usually whatever was left over from the banquets the day before. But that was in Alaska, and they had very weird rules about, if you hired a caterer, you weren't allowed to bring home any leftovers.
We have the same rules.
Yeah, that's kind of it's pretty standard in the catering.
Foodborne
industry.
disease. You don't want people taking food home and getting sick because it's been sitting out too long.
Right.
Yeah.
And better safe than sorry.
Yes.
I know. As an employee, sometimes I made off with that food that was supposed to have gone out. Go take this out to the dumpster. Sure. Just so happened I'm parked near the dumpster. But I was young and single and broke. I'm not advocating for that. Please don't do that if you work at the casino. All right, so I've got it, and I love this, and of course this is actually our normal co-host who's here, Paula. She's off sick for the day, but I love the name, the Yolo Tolo. You only live once. Two old ladies officiating.
Yes,
So-
they're from here. Yeah.
That's a lot of fun. Now I know there's a lot of people do get their. I know there's only one officiant here going to be at the bridal show. But I know that's actually sort of I was doing some reading about it, talking with Paula, and it's actually quite the little industry itself is officiating. You've got a lot of folks from churches, the old standard, style officiating, but there's also a lot of different cultures and different fun ways to have your weddings, and there's a lot of different types of officiants that you can hire.
Right.
So that's a lot of fun. Yeah. No, I think we've gone through pretty much everything over here. Oh, some traveling companies. You don't think living in Chewelah, about travel agencies. And are there local travel agencies here?
I Do Travel is from Spokane. Unfortunately, we don't have one here in
pretty
Chewelah,
local. I
but
consider
yes, it
Spokane
is.
local.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we used to have one. Let's see, Mrs. Volts, and her office was out by the right next on the same property as the gas station north of town.
Mm-hmm.
But she retired a lot of years ago. But we did have a travel agency, and so probably no one's picked up that. If you're interested in doing that, pick that up and start one here in
Right.
Chewelah.
I think there could be a lot of fun ways to do that, like sort of
Yeah.
thinking outside the box.
Right.
Yeah.
And like you said, this may just very well spark new interest for businesses to open.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Different needs that we have in the community.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And, again, through the Creative District, they've been trying to put together this sort of wedding coalition, and I think it works out perfect with this. Now, I'm going to sort of put on my Creative District hat here for a minute. Now, one of the ideas is to, work with like you guys and everybody on this list and bring in more people and basically put together packages, so menu options, where you can contact these people and then have the individual businesses find the people that they work really well with, and then put together their own sort of menus and packages of for what they can do,
right,
and services they offer.
So if you did put that together, that'd be a great flyer to have at the chamber office.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Creative District will be there at the Home and Garden, or
that's right,
not the Home and Garden show, the bridal show.
At the bridal show.
Yeah, and so we'll be talking a lot about that, and mingling with all the other businesses, and hopefully maybe getting some more folks involved by next year, and we'll really
just keep growing.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
absolutely,
yes.
And I do think this could be a really great thing for the area. And,
oh yeah,
talking with you and Julia about this, it was really weird, the timing of this, because we'd been talking about this, we've been planning this. We put out a call for a meeting, and I think was it Julia that contacted us, or was it you?
It was both. It was me and Julia. Yes.
Yeah, and you guys were like, "Oh my goodness, it's so
this
funny."
Timing
we just
is
saw that.
Yep. Yes.
So it's like a match made in heaven.
I agree.
It's perfect. Speaking of weddings, so yeah, if you are out there and you're getting married, you want to put together an event, somebody that's getting married, maybe you've got that cousin or something that lives in Iowa and they're just trying to figure out where to get married. Tell them, come over to Chihuahua, come get married over here. Especially if they're from here, where all their friends and families are. Yeah, come check it out. I think it'll be great for us.
Absolutely. Yep. So that's next Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Is it next Saturday already?
Next Saturday,
wow.
The 21st of March. Yep.
Things come up so fast.
Yes.
This year has just flown by.
It has.
I agree.
It's really wild. So is there anything else that you want to hit on here that we haven't talked about yet?
I don't think so. I think we covered everything, actually. Yeah.
Outstanding.
I think it's going to be a great event, and we're looking forward to having the community come out and check all of us out.
Absolutely. So that, again, is March 21st from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It is free to the public at the Mistequa Hotel. And this is, yeah. I'm sorry, I got distracted there. I was looking at the pictures of the entryway. It's really a beautiful hotel.
It is. It is.
So, yeah, there's lots of great things to explore, options to explore, and I'm looking forward to getting some samples of some cake myself.
Good.
So if you're planning a wedding, somebody's planning a wedding, or you're planning any other event, this is the day to go. Put it on your calendar.
Absolutely. Well, if that's all we have, let's go ahead. You ready to get out of here a little bit early today, Sharon?
Okay, sure.
All righty. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming out today. I'm really excited about this. I'm so happy to have you guys on the show. And really looking forward to working with you on this stuff. And,
wonderful.
And checking out the bridal show.
Wonderful. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
Once again, in case you didn't hear it before, that is March 21st, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Mistequa Casino Hotel and Event Center. So come and say hi to us and meet them and see everybody out there. And you can stay tuned right here tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. for the Northern Beat. That's Craig McQuain's new show. We're going to have an evening with the McQuains, with Craig with his Northern Beat show. And then Dirt Road Doug McQuain is going to be here for Dirt Road Blues from 8 to 10 p.m. Then from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., we have Planetary Radio, Sea Change Radio, Echo Shock, Total, and Earth Date. So I want to thank you guys for coming out today. Thank you guys out there for listening. This has been your KCHW Morning Show right here on KCHW 102.7, your Northern Lights Public Radio.
You forgot to say goodbye, everybody.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Thanks for the reminder.
KCHW Chihuahua Community Radio.
KCHW Chewelah Community Radio.